All right. So you, the woman, is reaching for the bearer, which is the power. And this is financial power. So I'm not surprised, being the eighth house, financial power we talked about, your future money, that's looking good. And just having power, All right, Libra rising, those with their moons in Libra. Welcome to Taurus season, April 19th to May 19th. If you're new to my channel, by the way, thanks for joining. I'm Trina, your intuitive guide from Peace River, Alberta in Canada, helping you navigate life's energies. And Libra, today we're going to look at your forecast for May using our cards, the Power of 8 Chakra Lenormand, which also comes as a set with the pink Power of 8 Chakra Oracle. Okay, so that'll be super fun. And if you are, interested in purchasing these cards, they are for sale on my website, www.themoontree.org. All right, and we will be looking at some special guest tarot cards as well. That'll be fun. And of course, the astrology. You're going through quite the transformation here in May because we see the energy in your 8th house. 8th house can be deep. It's where we transform. And it's sort of like the phoenix rising in some way too. It could be pretty deep there, where we have to look at past how we grew up, past influences, past programming to our brains, and why we are the way we are, and all that kind of stuff, right? Inner work, mirror work. Some people go through what we call the dark night of the soul, where things are really, really bad, some of us. But if you're not in that boat, what it often means is the 8th house is your other money, your joint finances with your spouse, your loans, your credit card debt, your investments for your stock, bonds, cryptocurrency, all that, your investments. And also it can mean joint finances with the partner, and all sorts of different kinds of debts as well. So it could mean your will, your legacy that you leave behind, right? So it's all that kind of future money stuff. All right. So this could be a good time, Libra, to get your will in order. Not saying that you're going to die or anything like that. I'm just saying that it's good to get it ready at this time because things go smoothly for those kind of tasks. This is a good time to look at your debt and be friends again with your credit card debt and say, okay, I'm going to start a plan here. I'm going to plan to pay this debt off. It could be a good time to be like, okay, I'm ready to invest some money a little bit here, in talking to your financial advisor, or start doing some research about what do you want to invest in and what's that look like for you as well. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff. It could be too, if some of you Libras are starting to think, I don't like the situation that I'm in right now, whatever situation that is for you, it just doesn't feel good. And I'm ready to rise out of that. So you're getting ready to rise out of that when you're in the 8th house as well. But it does have a lot to do with money. You see, on the full moon, May 12th in Scorpio, that's in your 2nd house of money as well. So you're in this 8-2 money line, we call it. Okay, the money line. So you are thinking a lot about finances, Libra, at this time for sure. The full moon's going to illuminate something when it comes to the 2nd house of your self-worth, right? Where are you lacking in believing in yourself, and that and this can be anything like, oh, I'm too scared to raise my prices because what will other people think? Or I'm shy to do something when it comes to money for blah, 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 fill in the blanks, right? And so this is about gaining power over yourself, your finances, and realizing how valuable you are. And by the way, if you want to change your prices, Libra, on your website, Trina, how do I change my prices? You go on your website and you click a new price and you're good. You stop listening to everybody else and what you should charge and this and that. It's what feels good to you. This is your life, your business, your thing, your video game. You choose what feels good, and that is it. Okay? Now, Libra, we want to look at what Venus is doing because Venus rules you. Okay, so what's Venus, the planet of love, money, beauty, and all the things we love? Okay, what's it doing? Well, Venus is in Aries all month. That's in your 7th house, Libra, of your relationships and your one-on-one contracts. I do think that, Libra, you're going to decide to end or go on with certain, but there's a lot of thought in what partnerships like for you, Libra, what partnerships do you want to stay with and what do you not want to stay with? These can be business partnerships. These could be some kind of, do I still want to be partners with Netflix? Do I still want to order Netflix subscription, for example? Do I still want to be with my partner? There's an illumination there, right? Now, it can also mean that some of you are getting married, okay? 7th house. And because, in other cases, it can mean, you're really thinking, maybe I don't want to be in this relationship anymore and I want a divorce. It can go either way, but the whole point is that there's a lot of this theme of your one-on-one commitments and relationships, okay? And with Venus doing that stuff, right? In the 7th house. Aries brings a lot of fiery motivation, though, and energy to Venus for you when it comes to those matters, where you are likely, Libra, to have the upper hand in the decision-making of all of this. It looks like the odds are more in your favor, okay? So that's good. Keep that in mind. And because the 8th house of money and subscriptions and all that stuff is involved, I do think that it's a good time to look at what are all you pay, what are all the things you pay for monthly? Do you still need that? Do you still need that? Okay. Okay, and another good thing, Libra, that you can look forward to is Mercury being in Gemini after May 26th. Things will start to lift up again, right? I think that for most of May, you're really doing stuff and working on your transformation, working on your money, future money, all that stuff we talked about. But then it starts to lighten up as things move into Gemini. So you can look forward to that. All right. Now, let's look at the cards. We will first look at the Power of 8 Chakra Lenormand and then Power of 8 Chakra Oracle. So let's do that. Okay. This is for Libra. Libra in May. Oh, the woman, that's you, reaching for something cool. It looks like that's kind of exciting. All right, so you, the woman, is reaching for the bearer, which is the power. And this is financial power. So I'm not surprised, being the 8th house, financial power we talked about, your future money. That's looking good. And just having power, getting back your divine power and working on that. So that looks really good indeed. Another thing that this card can mean is your diet can help. What are you eating? Food as fuel. And also this can mean weight training can help as well. Getting that, especially when we start going through perimenopause and we start to get older, weight training is very important for the hormones and for our wellness. So that can be another thing too, Libra, to focus on is the weight training, right? Even doing squats or push-ups, you don't necessarily need weights. You can use the weight of your body in many ways. So that could be something to look at as well. So that looks exciting. All right. And then let's pull a card from the pink Power of 8 Chakra. I belong. Number 7. Yes. Belonging in groups to help supportive groups, supportive people. All right. Knowing that you belong in this world, knowing that you belong, you're an important integral part of the universe. Without you, it just wouldn't be the same, right? And this is a lot about the 7th chakra, which is the crown chakra. It connects to your higher self, to spirit, to other people. And you can use amethyst, lepidolite, anything, those purple stones to help out. And you could carry them with you, wear them in your bra, sleep with them under your pillow, that kind of vibe as well. Because there's a frequency that, that the rocks give off. And it depends on what color they are. So choose purple, and that's good. And, feeling like you belong. All right, so let's pull a card from this one, the Everyday Enchantment Tarot. Okay, let's do that. All right, this is for Libra. What do we have here? The 8 of Wands. And I told you, Libra, you're in the 8th house most of May, with the Sun and Taurus in your 8th house. And so what is the picture showing? Well, she's sold her house. She's getting some kind of mail here. And she is moving. She's moving on. she's transforming into a new sort of life and moving on. And she has a smile on her face. So that could be, you're in the wands are all about our environment. It's about the passion we feel. So that looks cool, I do see a lot of red in this card for the red root chakra for security as well, feeling secure in your life. So I think this transformation that you're going through, Libra, will be very good for that. All right, now let's pull one more card for you, Libra, the Tarot of the Enchanted Soul. I love this deck lately. I did a review on it, by the way, in my Tarot review playlist on YouTube, so check that out. And this is by Yasmin Westwood. It's such a cool deck. I'm really enjoying using this. This is what the back of the cards look like. All right, they're gold. So beautiful. All right, let's see for you, Libra, for May. What do we have here? Ooh, the Tower. Yes, you are transforming. This is a big major arcana card. Sometimes, when we see this card, we're like, oh my God, I got the Tower card. No, it's actually a good thing because now you're starting fresh. There's this fresh new you, Libra, right? Just around the corner. And you've got to change, sometimes it feels like an upheaval for sure. Sometimes it does feel that way when everything has to crumble so that we have to rebuild it from scratch. But there's something to be said about building something fresh from scratch, right? And this is a release, you're releasing a lot of the old with the Tower card as well. In that 8th house of transformation is a release sort of vibe, a revelation, a flash of insight. So that looks good indeed. Comes to me for a reading or for the cards and all my other stuff at my website, www.themoontree.org. And Libra, come join us in the Intuitive Collective. It's our private Facebook group where we talk about everything spiritual, intuitive, and woo-woo. It's also where we will be hosting the Intuitive Power Festival, April 29th to May 13th, an intuitive extravaganza. And hey, I'm actually looking for some speakers, some intuitive leaders who want to speak at the festival. It'll be really fun and a good collaboration, networking opportunity on a global stage. So check the description out for all that info. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you in the next one, Libra. Bye.